Hello everybody, welcome back to the Chilean Revolution. My name is Jack and today it's Champions League final time against Manchester United, the absolute scourge of our whole series. We've beaten them a couple of times, but I can't. We are playing in Austria, apparently, the Ernst Happel Stadion. Don't know who plays there. Don't ask me, because I have no idea. I just thought I'd show you the player stats and whatnot. Is it better? Oh my god, I've not clicked on this screen before. Jesus, that looks confusing. Okay. Oh, how do I go back from that? Jesus Christ. So, in fact, let's just show you everyone's stats, not just the best stats. These are players who've played the most games. So Pickford, obviously, because he's our starting goalkeeper, he plays in most games. Upan's had a very good season in terms of games. Richard, Garcia, they've all played over 40 games. So Sessegnon, Arthur, Paslak, and the four I said, have all played over 40 games for us, which is fantastic, or 40 starts at least, because there are plenty more that have played 40 games. Most goals, so Milik on 20, Schmidt on 19, Yarmolenko chipping in with 13 goals, not bad. Mike Hall with 11, Richard with 10. So the goals are evenly split, which I like to see. It's very good. And then who hasn't scored this season? So we've got Pickford, obviously, both keepers, Luke Shaw, De Fridge, Zola, and then a couple of youngsters, Coquelin. You notice there's a bid for Coquelin. He's a bit unhappy at the moment, Coquelin, so he's not going to be any part in this this final. Assists, both wing backs, absolutely smashing it. 13 for Sessegnon, 12 for Paslak, 9 for Yarmolenko, 7 for Schmidt, 7 for Luke Shaw, 6 for Garcia, Mike Hall with 5, Milik with 5. So fantastic. Who is how do I check the highest? Why is it off my screen? I hadn't even noticed all season that it was off my screen. How do I Oh my god, I've just made it worse. There we go. So who's our highest average rating? So Sessegnon with a 7.31, not too bad. Schmidt with a 7.22, and Paslak for 7.18, not too bad. Not too bad. We have a fair few players over 7. Who's been the worst player? Elior, not surprised if he hasn't played too much. Cool. I'm just denying the inevitable. You noticed from there that I've changed tactics for this game. We're going for the 5-2-1-2. We've played a lot of times against Man United with the 4-3-1-2. The last time we did it, we lost 5-0. And I don't know whether I want to lose 5-0 again. So we're going with 5 at the back this time, instead of the 4-3-1-2. It says Sessegnon didn't like that. He can play left back, left mid, and left wing. He can play left wing back. It's fine. He's got the stats for it. He just doesn't really know the role, which is I'm happy with. But this is the team we're going. In fact, I will show you. I haven't even shown you the results. We've played 2 games. We've won twice. So we've secured second spot. Beat Stoke 3-1. Schmidt with a second half hat-trick. And we beat Everton 2-0. An own goal and Milik with the goals. We did finish second in the Premier League, which, you know, we're the second best, in my opinion, second best team in the league. So we should be finishing second. Man United are on course for a treble here as well. They've won the FA Cup, they've won the league, and they've only need to beat us to win the treble. Can we be the team to stop them? It's going to be interesting to see. This is the team we're going for anyway. We're going Pickford in goal, a back three of De Fridge, Stark and Upan, wing backs Sessegnon and Paslak, Garcia and Arthur in the middle, with Richard, Milik and Schmidt up top. What I have done with the 5 at the back, instead of going with a complete forward on support, I've gone for 2 on attack. I've never done it before. I don't know how well it's going to do. I've never even thought about doing it, but I thought, because we've got 5 at the back, having 2 attacking complete forwards with the attacking midfielder on support, could make a difference. I'm not sure. They are going 4-1, 4-1. We're also on counter-attack, by the way. And that's interesting because last time they played us, they played a 4-2-3-1. We owe Man United for last, and this is the Champions League final, my friends. If, and it's a massive if because it's Manchester United, if we win this game, that's the end of the series. I could potentially do another one to try and win the Premier League, but there's not much point because once you win the Champions League, that's kind of like the pinnacle, I guess, of the game. That's like the top trophy. So if we do win, Milik has come all the way back there. Not bad defensive work from him. If that's what complete forward on attack does, I don't know how to feel, but we are 1-0 down. Douglas Costa with the goal. Manchester United, man. No matter what formation we play, it's just constant all the time. They just can't be dealing with it. Early on in the game, though, we can get back into it. That's just a piss take, isn't it? Absolute piss take. Right, Douglas Costa's on the ball again. He runs out wide, whips it in. Paslak punts it away, and we could be on a counter-attack here if Schmidt can get past his man, which he does. He's running into the box now. All he needs to do is cross it. Milik has equalised 17 minutes in. It is 1-1. Perfect response to the goal. Ooh, I feel like I need to stand up. But if I stand up, you're just going to see my my nether regions, and that's not going to be nice, really, is it, for you lot? But it is 1-1. By the looks of the stats, we're on top, which, you know, is kind of expected because they are playing 4-1-4-1. But we're playing 5 at the back, so both teams have gone very defensive in the game. We've injured, well, I say we've injured one of their players. One of their players just died, Diamarco. Not heard of him before. But we are on top, which is what I like to see. It's going to be weird because it feels like the wrong time to end the series, but I'm saying like we've already won the bloody game. But if we do win, it feels like the wrong times to end it, but there isn't much point carrying it on, especially this close to FM19 as well. There's not much point carrying it on if we win the Champions League. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this second half. It's time for everyone to dig deep. Come on, boys. Passionate. You weren't that bad out there. And I believe you have what it takes, which I do believe. I don't know if I can sit down for much longer, though. If we score again, in fact, I'm going to pause. Once the highlight finishes, I'm going to pause the game. And I'm going to choose a setup where I can stand up because I'm just fidgeting and I can't sit down. Right, bear with me a second. I don't know if this has ever been done before on a Football Manager video, but halfway through the game, I've had to stand up because I'm just that fidgety. 55 minutes. It's still 1-1. They're getting back into the game a little bit, but so nervous, unbelievably nervous. We're going to have to start thinking about making substitutions. They're still with a 4-1-4-1, so we don't need to change things up too much, I don't think. Right, Sessegnon's got the ball. Can he put it up the wing? All he had to do is a ball over the top to Milik, and he could have ran onto it. But so Arthur's on it now. Finds Richard. Too nervous. Arthur, that's a really poor ball, but we've got away with it. Paslak, back to Arthur. Back to Paslak. Ball down the line to Schmidt. Can he get the ball in? He can. Milik is there, and Milik has scored. Get in there. It's 2-1. We're 24 minutes away from ending the series. Milik is just big game player, isn't he? Absolute big game player. He's beaten the two men in the box. De Gea, the Golden Glove winner, De Gea of the Premier League. lets it in, and they've equalised straight away. For crying out loud. Corner to the front post, and I can't even say his name. Verzachoko. Perfect, spot on. Just heads it in, and we're going to have to make some substitutions. Schmidt and Milik have just been on fire. Right. Richards, you've had a pretty poor game. We're going to bring on Mike Hall and play Schmidt as the attacking midfielder, because Schmidt can do that. I think. Yes, he can do that. That's the only substitution I'm going to make, I think. That's the only substitution I'm going to make. I wanted to bring on Mike Hall either way, but you know, Schmidt and Milik have just been having too good of a game to take either of them off. So Richard's the one that's going to have to go off, and we got 10 minutes to go pretty much. And it's still 1-1. They're still playing 4-1-4-1. The problem is, at this moment of time, do I go to the 4-3-1-2 where they have battered us when we've used it before? There's a free kick. Milik's there. He's offside. He's offside. Milik could have completed his hat-trick there. We're having replays in 3D now for some reason. He is offside. Fair enough. I don't know if we needed a replay. There's a highlight. There's another highlight. And it's Manchester United with the ball. That guy who scored, Schmidt's getting himself sent off. He's had such a good game. And he's just going to get himself sent off. Oh, I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Right, we've got Mike Hall on anyway. So, I mean, Schmidt was our attacking midfielder, so it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to bring on Santiago for Arthur, and I'm going to make him a ball-winning midfielder. On support, not on defend, because he likes that more. And I'm going to make Garcia the advanced playmaker instead of a deep-line playmaker. Damn it. They've now switched to the 4-2-3-1, which is what I was thinking they were going to play. 5 minutes of added on time, and there is another highlight. Garcia loses out on the ball when he looked absolutely ready to take it. We've got the ball back. We've defended it. Right, Hall. Can we get a last-minute equaliser out of nothing? Milik has a shot, but he's put it wide. Down to 10 men. The game is against us right now, and it looks like we're going to go into extra time with 10 men. I don't know if there's 4 substitutions in the Champions League. I assume not. We have got a substitution that we can use, though, so that's all right. I'm going to say passionate. We are the better team. I would say we are the better team. We've had the better chances. Stats wise, more possession. Player ratings, you can see there, our average rating's higher. We just have to prove it that we deserve to win this match. I'm keeping an eye on their subs to see if they're making a 4th sub, which it looks like they're not, to be fair. But we also have to think about if this is going on to penalties, because if it does, Yarmolenko's a top quality penalty taker. Mike Hall's put it in. He's not offside. Mike Hall has put us 3-2 up. We don't need penalties, boys. That's why we've brought him on. It's 3-2. I kind of went quiet then because I didn't know what was happening. Upam heads it down to Mike Hall, who is open on the 6-yard line. It's 3-2. And I was thinking about, when do we bring on Yarmolenko? Now I'm thinking about, do we bring on another defensive-minded player? We've already got 5 at the back. Do we bring on another defensive-minded player, and when do we do it? Because that's worked wonders for us in the past 2 legs. Are we about to beat Man United and lift up the Champions League? The fridge is on the ball. Pickford clears it to absolutely no one. Man United can come back at us now. There is 10 minutes left on the clock. They're going to go all out. Belletti's there, great save from Pickford. Puts it out for a corner. And they're going all out now, aren't they? They're going all out. Stark heads away, but no one's there. We're still on 10 men, remember. This is... If we win this when we've had a whole extra time with 10 men... I'm going to have to change it to a 3D match engine as well, if we do win. Because you only... Belletti's in. Pickford with a massive save once again. They're going all out. You can tell now they're going all out. Upam, clear the ball, man. Don't piss about with it. Just clear it. Right. We're going defensive, boys. Tactics. Who can we bring on? Sessegnon, you can drop in. Paslak, you can drop in. We've got Zola, Luke Shaw, Linetti. Can one of these... We can bring on Linetti to play DM. That might mean taking off Hall, though. We're going to take off Milik. We're going to keep Hall on. We're going to put Linetti in defensive mid and just hold out. Hopefully we can hold out. I'm even going to put Mike Hall as the defensive, as attacking midfielder even. Garcia, you're not going to be an advanced playmaker anymore. You're going to go back on deep line playmaker, but on defend. Linetti, what do you like to do? You can be ball winning midfielder on defend. Santiago, you can be just a defensive midfielder. Does it matter which way they go? Santiago likes it more. And we're going to go defensive. I haven't even confirmed the changes. There's a minute left. I'm pausing it. I'm tempting fate. But we are going to go for the 3D match engine. I don't know which one we usually go for. How do you go to the 3D match engine? I think it is changed, hasn't it? I think it's changed. In fact, we're not going to go sideline. We want to go TV, don't we? No, director. That's what we want. Director is what we usually go on. We're going to hit play. 3D match, and it's going to be a bit laggy, but I'm only doing this for the trophy lifting. We've got the ball. It's full time. We have won the Champions League, our first bit of silverware. We have won it in extra time against our arch rivals Manchester United, who finished about 25 points ahead of us in the Premier League to finish top. Mike Hall has come on after Schmidt getting himself sent off. Mike Hall has come on and secured it in extra time to make it 3-2. Our first bit of silverware in the entire series. It's taken us 5 seasons to win a bit of silverware. It just so happens that that bit of silverware was the Champions League. I'm amazed. We went to many finals. Most of the time we got smashed by Manchester United, and we've managed to get past them. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the Chilean revolution. And what a rollercoaster ride it has been. I've enjoyed every minute of this. We're gaining money left, right and centre. Biggest overachievers was us. I would have to agree. We played Bayern Munich and Barcelona and Manchester United, probably the 3 best teams in the world, and we've beaten them both on away goals, Barcelona and Bayern Munich, and extra time against Manchester United. We have scraped through, but in 5 seasons we've reached 2 Champions League finals, and in the 5th season we have won it and it gives me a little idea of what I need to do for FM19. But I reveal all in the next couple of days, because now I've got nothing to put on the channel because we finished the series. We've done it. Champions League winners in 2022 against Manchester United. Our first bit of silverware. You can see there, finished second in the league. What was it in the end? 23 points. I said 25, didn't I? 23 points. FA Cup, we got knocked out by Manchester United 5-0. Carabao Cup, we got knocked out by Tottenham in the third round. We didn't. Maybe that helped us because we didn't go any further in any of the cup competitions. Maybe that helped us throughout the season. Absolute mad. How do I check competitions? So we finished runners-up in the Champions League in 2020 and we won it in 2022. Runners-up in the Premier League in, well, third place in 2020, runners-up in 2021, 2022. Carabao Cup, runners-up in 2020 and 2021. We were the biggest bottle drops, basically, of this series. And we've managed to do it, finally. It was written, I said it last episode, it was written in the stars that we had to beat Manchester United in the final. The team that has given us so much grief in this series. We started the season with a 1-0 win against them. We ended the season with a 3-2 win. But so much grief. There's 2-0 win. We then went on a winning streak, and then our next loss was against Manchester United in the FA Cup, 5-0. We tried to throw it away with the amount of losses near the end of the season, but we've done it. Champions League winners, West Ham United. I've really enjoyed this series. It has been an incredible roller coaster ride. I've spent the final, or second half of the final, standing up because I couldn't sit still. That's what this game does to you. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. If you've liked not only this series, but if you've liked the whole episode, please like, please subscribe. I'm going to announce what I'm doing for FM19 in the next couple of days, probably. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you for FM19 beta, I guess. Thank you. Goodbye.